Welcome to another episode of Four Kings Podcast, back in full effect in everybody's mouth every night. It's your boy, Mikey Mike.
It's the dad had daddy salt pepper popping Mr. Cacnemic Slur.
Mr. What?
Cacnemic Slur is my tag on Instagram. It's a tattoo. I got a tongue on my arm.
He does.
Yeah. I'll show you later.
Oh my God. We will talk about that another day.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, y'all? It's Jay.
What's the deal? It's Mel from the air.
That nigga had the coolest shit out of everybody. What's the deal? It's Mel from the air.
Oh, little baby.
Hold it
Cool,
down.
baby. Naturally cool.
It's so pulled back.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the shot.
Oh, the shot? Oh, man.
Oh.
Look, we're going to get some. You got your close-ups coming.
I don't
You know,
Doom, 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 doom.
Anyway, if this is your first time rocking with us, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend, share. And bro, it don't cost nothing to hit the like button. That's it. And if we say something to make you angry, hit the angry button too. I want to know what get up under your skin.
Man, click the link in the bio and buy these tickets.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
Appreciate that, Jay. Yeah.
They
Click the link in the
going
bio, buy them tickets.
That way y'all
Priest,
can come see me all dressed up and cute things.
are you gonna get cute for him?
Of course. It's a once in a lifetime thing. Y'all
Oh.
don't get that on Wednesdays.
Okay. All right. Well, excuse me.
Mm,
I'm going to get a new dad hat.
Come out in your best shit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm talking about just you. I'm talking about everybody that's coming out too.
I mean, everybody.
You know, we hey,
Come
Again,
out,
I'm wearing
party,
a
have some
Speedo.
drinks. Whoa.
that boy say he wearing a Speedo. This I gotta see.
I'll break out the banana hammock and the breakaway shorts.
No.
Wow.
Remember the nigga run through Langston in the cold?
Yeah, we used to have the boxer run. The first snow of the year, we were put on our blue boots and get in our boxers, and we run around the commons not the commons, it was scholars, and then sometimes Centennial, and we would plot out different girls' rooms to go in and warm up as we ran. It was awesome.
They was talking about running with boxes on. I dropped all that shit out and ran straight out the snow. In the snow.
Okay, streaker.
I know. Yeah, he definitely got it out there. Huh?
Yeah, I won that night too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh man. So May's a really big month. I mean, we got so much going on in the month of May, right?
Mhm.
So you got Mother's Day. So y'all make sure to get your T Jones something good. And if you ain't got a mom to celebrate with, celebrate somebody's mom.
Mhm.
Celebrate your auntie if she played that role in your life. A grandma, whoever. It's just about embracing women and motherhood at this point. What else is going on in the month of May? Oh
Mental
yeah,
health awareness, what you said.
it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're gonna get into that a little bit later. But it's also my son's birthday,
Turn
my
up.
mama's birthday,
Turn up.
my sister's birthday,
Damn. Your Poe wallet.
my look. Hey, it is what it is. You know, it's coming every year, same time. It don't change, so it is what it is.
That's September for me.
What else is coming up? I think that's about it. I mean, some others, and then Memorial Day. So there's going out to barbecue or whatever that's gonna be.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for rocking with us. And again, if that's your first time, like, comment, share, subscribe, get in the comments. There's a number at the bottom. You can call in if we say something that just sizzles in your spirit. And we're gonna kick it off and open it up with, May is the month of mental health awareness, right? So I've been really active on social media this week because I've just been seeing quite a bit. And if you haven't seen anything this week, you will see something in weeks to come regarding my Mama Sister Son podcast, right?
Hey.
So I feel like it's a great place and a great space to be able to have that opportunity as men for us to be able to just politic with each other. We don't really have a safe space to do that. The only place we really do that is in the barbershop.
Mhm.
So, I mean, this is another way for us to be able to get our side out without being cut off. And then another opportunity to shed light on what it's like, as Black men and the plight that we suffer. When you out there trying to do the right thing, it's so easy to get caught up in a lot of the temptations. It's so easy to get caught up in these wrong situations. And so I just want to be able to shed light on that. This is Four Kings Podcast. Four Kings, 4 kings, queens is welcome. So with
I
that
was
being,
about to say,
hey, we got First Lady J in the building. We ain't forget about you. We ain't forget about you,
First
baby.
Lady J.
You know, so
She had the legs out. She put them up though. She had the legs out.
Ray Bud couldn't be with us tonight. Ray Bud,
he on daddy duty.
he on daddy duty for real.
The therapy guy. He gonna slide back through here one day.
All right, so we're gonna pop it off real quick with the latest and the greatest with the Kendrick and Drake beef.
Man, hey,
What's
my boy K-Dot, bro. He out first and foremost. Absolutely amazing. I can understand why people don't like this because they don't necessarily listen to the song, but through the cadence in which he went through and he changed his vocals, even when he brought up Pusha T, it's like he switched the flow to a Pusha T flow.
Pusha T.
I didn't catch that.
Oh yeah, like, go back and listen to it. Yeah, and he did the inflection of his voice and everything. Only thing he didn't say was ugh.
He did a Drake
flow
too.
Yeah, it was dope. And then I love the way the beginning of the song came in. He was just talking to him all calm. It was excellent. I feel like he did his Doug Thizzle. You know what I'm saying? One for Kendrick.
That Teddy Pendergrass instrumental bro, at the beginning.
Hey, brother, hey, that made me want to rap.
There, you are my latest.
Man,
my latest. What? I thought I was going through a dream when that came.
And then when he was just like, in the beginning, that was a Richard Pryor line from The Wiz.
Mm-hmm. They played it backwards. If you play it the other way, I forgot what it said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I haven't heard it.
You ain't heard it?
Why do you do that, Jamie?
I haven't.
All you got to do is nod your head and be like, but you got to make it known. Nah, I ain't heard it.
You got to give me some grace. It's just been a lot going on.
I know it has been.
Oh yeah, I want to say R.I.P. to my partner Dante Evans, man. My partner in high school, my point guard, my real cool cat. We wasn't too super close. You feel me? Especially after school. I ain't really too close with nobody after school, but you know what I'm saying? I done lost so many partners from school, dude, from around the way in the neighborhood. I couldn't even cry when he died because I done lost so many, but it did kind of affect me though. So I just want to say R.I.P. to Dante. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We all love you. Regardless of how anybody felt about you, we all love you, boy.
And see, that's real big of you to, again, embracing that mental health. Because as we were talking before we got on camera, right? We often just get into these spaces where we can't really be vulnerable, especially among other men, because, you know, just like you were saying, when people get depressed, it's like, man, shake that shit out.
Snap out of it. Be a man. That's what they tell you. Be a man type shit.
But when you get depressed, like, it's a different level of depression when you grown versus when you a kid. Because you get depressed because, you know, I ain't get to go to this concert, or, you know, my girlfriend done broke up with me, my boyfriend done broke up with me. Speaking from a lady's perspective of that other perspective, if that's you know,
crazy.
Yeah. If you do your thing, do your thing. Do your thing. That's all I'm saying. So, but it really, you know, we really got to be more active in our approach, right? And embracing other men to be able to feel comfortable enough to talk about it and just be candid, because at the age we're at, I think it's like 35 to, you just missed it because you ain't quite there yet. Because I knew he was gonna say something.
You niggas is off. Don't put that on me.
Right.
I still got my knees out.
So at like 30, I think like 35 to 40, around, you know, they had signified a middle age. That's when a lot of men start midlife crisis, and they start experiencing a lot of like issues with depression. And then that's where, as men, our suicide rates tick up, right? Like, and I talk about this all the time. It's a difference between female suicide and men suicide. Females are they have more attempts at suicide. Well, the reason men don't have a lot of attempts because
they get it done.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Shotgun to the mob.
What? And be some of the most violent shit ever.
That's how I beat them.
Like, I seen the dude when the Batman movie came out years ago.
Yeah.
And he ended up said some kind of connection with the Joker. This dude was speaking Russian or something like that. Got on live, got on with a camera, off yourself, blah, blew his brains out on camera. I'm like, yo, I don't know what that translated into, but that was wild to me.
How do we get here?
I mean,
mental health.
I was finna break down the Drake thing.
You know what? We will circle back, but it was the fact that it was when he said R.I.P. we went down there. So
down the rabbit hole.
We didn't go down the rabbit hole.
Oh my God!
We was headed down.
I understand, but respect that mental health, but man,
y'all was tipping.
Boy,
it wasn't tipping. It was right in the flow of the conversation.
I think it's a conversation that needs to be had, though, especially with black men. I mean, because we don't have these conversations a lot.
Yeah, we do.
We're
having
we
them.
don't.
Time out. We're having them more nowadays. Because they have a whole movement about this now, and it's important.
We're starting to have it more frequently. Yeah. But what I would say is we still got that mindset of
the mindset's gonna take some time. It's gonna take generations.
I ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't going to therapy.
Right.
If I need to go talk to him, I'm gonna go out there and talk to the tree.
Yeah, that's not. That's gonna have those people are gonna have to die because that's not. You can't change them.
I gotta die.
No.
Jeez.
This is what I'm saying, right? There's so many different kind of like our uncles and our dads and our grandfathers who did not want to deal with that at all or do that at all.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, so they just took their depression on the chin. That's why they died at 60 and at 70. They didn't live a good life because it was killing them on the inside. But it's going to take our generation and the generation after us to actually realize that, we can do something about our depression. We can do something about our sadness. We don't got to just take it on the chin and drink.
Another one.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got to just, fill our lives with projects and stuff like that. Go sit down and talk to somebody. Get that shit off your chest.
I really think it's more so the generation after us.
I go to therapy. I tell everybody they need to go to therapy because they got to see us do it. Because then I don't want it to be a vicious cycle because we saw them not giving a fuck about how they feel, so we feel like we don't have to give a fuck about how we feel. But ain't nothing wrong with feeling your feelings.
I mean, but you also have to look at it as. So this is how I can't say you have to look at it as that, but how I look at it because of how I was brought up. What goes on in my household stays within my household.
Yeah.
You don't go outside and talk about it. Or it's okay for a girl to cry and be sensitive.
Bingo. Hello.
But that boy, you a boy. Yeah. You don't you cry.
Yeah.
You gotta take it.
You're right.
So that's why I say I just feel like with the generation after us, they're more into I'm gonna talk about my feelings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna acknowledge it. I'm gonna go to counseling.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it because I can literally remember hearing, older people say, "Oh, I ain't gonna talk to no counselor. That's white folks stuff."
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm going to take myself out of that situation, and I recommend that everybody in our generation do the same thing.
Another one.
I have jumped leaps and bounds in my life because I actually sat down with somebody and got some stuff off my chest. Because otherwise, I don't even think I'd be here right now if it wasn't for my therapist after my divorce. That shit was tough.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
And I mean, even though I'm a part of that generation of being told what goes in, what happens in our house stays in our house, I am a firm believer in counseling.
Yeah.
Because I need somebody else's opinion that's not involved in my day-to-day or that's not involved within my household.
I hate that keep it in the house shit. Get that shit out of my house. I don't want no more trauma in my home. My baby coming in here.
Right. I'm not sweeping shit under the rug. Yeah. So you did it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off something that you said, and we really need to pinpoint that, right? And it needs to be highlighted. So one of the biggest factors when men have an experience, I hate saying it like that. One of the biggest factors to men committing suicide is divorce. It's one of the toughest things on men, like because and a lot of people don't understand why it's so tough on a man to go through divorce. Like, you go through divorce, you get rid of that bitch, fuck that bitch. No,
probably gotta get rid of half of your shit too.
I can care less about material things.
It's not the material things.
For me, it's like I'm not even talking about my pride. It's my honor and my vow, and my words. Because from a child, all they ever say is, as a man, you got your word and your balls. Your balls is your pride. Your word ain't got nothing to do with your pride. What you say?
No. So hear me out.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say it's pride is because you take a sense of accountability, right? this is like your badge of honor. Like we all aspire. Well, I'm not gonna say we all aspire.
Yeah, everybody don't want to be no daddy and a husband.
Right.
Yeah.
But when that's something that you want to do, you take that shit on, and then to now be to wear this scarlet letter because you've now failed at doing something, and it's not something that you can do in private. The divorce is very public. It's very public. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I'll say this. I just went to my father-in-law's funeral, which was, we all got together. It was wonderful getting together with her side of the family. I love that man. God rest his soul. Her mother was still introducing me as a husband because it's not that time of the place. You know what I'm saying? So it was chill, but I know and she knows that's not happening. That ain't good. We ain't doing that. But
I mean, it's something that's
okay. Well, I mean, you was on the fence for a minute, buddy. I ain't gonna lie. So
yeah, I mean, of course, because my feelings was hurt. But but in retrospective, it's like, what changed?
He needs some milk.
Like, is she gonna be the same person that you come back? Am I gonna be the same?
No, and that's the other thing.
I haven't changed at all, and I'm still like.
I wouldn't say you haven't. I wouldn't say you haven't.
I wouldn't say that you haven't changed
because life experiences. Thank you. Life experiences change you. Period.
Like experiencing that whole thing of seeing, damn, this is a person that I was at home with every day. This is the person that I vowed to spend the rest of my life with, and now we no longer see each other. We're no longer in the house together. These people are now in our business because now we gotta separate things and all this other stuff. You change.
If I did change, I got back to form. I feel like I'm more like the KG that everybody knows and has grown to love and know before the 7 years, because for that 7 years I took upon the responsibility of being, the identity of being a husband. A lot of my antics went to the wayside, but now I'm returned to form. And
so now you're more focused on you.
Yeah, I'm being more authentic. I'm being more myself. If I can say that, because
so you changed.
I changed back.
That boy went Dragon Ball Z on him. He's Cell in his final form.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing. There's something that I will never, ever, ever disrespect or dishonor that woman. I love her till the day I die. That I chose to. I'll never love another woman like that, because my other highest honor is being a father.
Bingo.
And she made me a father.
Bingo.
So I will respect her and love her till the day that I die. I'll never love another woman like her. But together, it's fun. Like, we laugh and giggle now, but like, I don't.
Y'all are cordial.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Because, but y'all don't. Let me not say y'all don't have a choice, because you do have a choice.
Damn sure got a choice.
But y'all took the adult route about it, because y'all have.
Yeah, we got love.
Yeah.
Every time we get on the phone and we have a conversation, we laugh, we giggle, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Usually when we get off the phone, we say, okay, Team Amara, because that's what it's about. Yeah, that's what it's about.
It's not about y'all.
Nah.
Oh, y'all co-parenting the right way. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's important to me.
That's what's up, bro.
God damn it, it's a struggle.
I think it's weirdo shit that you make a baby and you don't want to fuck the person you made a baby with. That's wild to me.
But it happens all the time, because here's another thing, right? And I'm not going to say the phrase that I always say about how traumatic it is, but being in a relationship, you're going to go through changes, and it's going to make you're not the same person going in that you are coming out. So whether those changes be that you become a parent, whether you suffer a miscarriage, because that happens too. And then that's a psychological effect that it plays on the female and the man. It plays an effect on the man, because if you've never had a kid, you're excited about having this kid to an extent, if you really want to do that.
Right.
And as a woman, it's like it's another episode of you having a scarlet letter, because now
it's like, did I do something wrong?
Bingo. So it's just really wild and crazy when you start to look at that, right? And it's just like it's so many different instances of things that change. Like, what I love how he had said he was a different version of himself within the marriage, right? Because essentially you're not the same person. You're a lesser version of yourself. Let's keep it funky.
It's cut. Yeah.
Let's keep it funky.
That's one of that Kool-Aid.
I don't know.
You are not entirely the same person you were before you got married. because you had to lessen the version of yourself in order to be able to compromise with the other person that you're now sharing a life with. So if you're the same person you were before you got married, something's wrong.
But even just in change periods, you're supposed to be changing. You're supposed to be growing.
Bingo.
So you're supposed to change. If you the same motherfucker I met when I was 16 at 35, we really ain't got nothing to talk about, bro.
I definitely agree on that.
I'm pretty much the same person at 16.
But then you do
have video games.
But I'm talking about like you know what I'm saying. Your characteristics gonna change as you get older. If they don't, you doing something wrong.
But you do have some people that don't. They still want to experience that person that they fell in love with. They don't want you to change because they don't like the change that they're seeing. In which sometimes that change is not bad. It's just okay. Now we have responsibilities.
Yeah, I mean, I was way. When me and my co-parent first met, I was way more fun.
Of course,
I was the life of the party, and that was what drew her to me. Because when I walk into a room, everybody just like, oh, King's here, da 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 da. This is going down. I'm the baddest.
He said the King was here. So
well, I said that though. I was just about to say I've been told a couple times not just dealing with women that I didn't deal with when I was younger. Not dealing with them now. Mm-hmm. And like, you don't like getting down as much as you used to. Like,
but at the same time,
hold on. I need him to define what he mean by getting down.
I ain't want to say fucking on camera. See, my mama watching. I was trying to be respectful because my mama, stop texting me. I meant to say that. She's texting me. Mama, comment on YouTube. Stop texting me. I can't be looking at my phone. It'll help us out. Comment on YouTube. Tell her Chris to comment on YouTube.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
281-985 King.
No, don't call in, Mom.
But no, I mean, I get what he's saying. But at the same time, you got to think about it. As you get older, yeah, you're going to calm down. If you have not calmed down by the time you are 35, it is a problem.
I was a porn star though at a young age. That's what I'm saying. I have fun, but I want to have I want to look forward to it.
I mean, we do
it on Monday. I ain't trying to double back on Wednesday.
But I'll say this. What I mean is and I can only speak for me. I can't speak for nobody else. My knees are not what they used to be back in my 20s. So, back then I was popping and dropping and things. These knees are not the same.
Oh shit!
Anyway, so of course with age, I've changed. Now there are some things that I still do, but I know that I have limits.
Bruh.
Like they say, 3 bounces and then my check engine light comes on.
3 bounces.
3 bounces. I am a heavy set female.
Another one.
And the check engine light is on.
I like large and lovelies. I like them a little.
So you gotta work with me. I work with you. You gotta work with me.
Turn the AC on 65 in the summertime.
No, it has to be on 65 at all times.
At all times.
Oh,
all times.
No.
I love
at least 70.
Light bill be $3 million.
For real.
Because then when you finish, you put it back on like 73, 75.
I ain't sleeping on 73 nothing.
Well, see,
I ain't sleeping on 73 nothing. That's crazy.
Look, mine's is on 73. I have my ceiling fan and I have a bedside fan. So
you got it.
I'm with the fans.
Yeah, the fans help.
Yeah.
But you still running your electricity bill.
I don't give it anyway.
No. So it's a difference.
It takes less energy.
It takes less energy to run a fan than it does to run the air conditioner outside the crib.
Plus, I'm in a 2-story, so no.
Yeah, it get hot upstairs sometimes when you're up there.
All right.
I'm in a single wide.
Shut up. Anyways.
I'm just saying.
But yeah. Like you were saying, Chris, it
changes you. That's one of the most detrimental things that happen to us. Like I talked about the story last year when I think we were talking about mental health in May last year, and we were talking about the man that went to Disney World and killed himself. He went to the most wonderful place in the world and jumped off a building and killed himself. Why?
That's selfish though. Why you want to do it for all the people that traumatize them?
I don't think that's the most wonderful place in the world either.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it somewhere ain't no babies around. You done scarred thousands of babies because you done jumped off a building because you said
Show palaces.
It breaks my heart that you self-transition, and I empathize with his feelings because I know what it's like to be in that dark place. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna do it by yourself. Don't involve nobody else.
But again, but how men go out, they call it fits of rage, right? We go out the most violent and public way possible. Like we're not gonna go home, take a bunch of pills, and that's gonna be it. We not, if we slice our wrists, we not slicing across, we slicing up.
Damn.
I mean, that's the business cut.
Like
if you go this way, it's
a wrap.
Yeah.
Right.
You go this way, they can say you.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll bleed out slow, but you go here and here.
It's over.
Yeah, you get or go inner thigh.
I just want to put out a disclaimer. We are not teaching anybody
how to do.
Yeah, because that boy was over there freestyling.
Well, he said something I never heard before, and I'm like, wow.
We are not.
If you want to get like not saying that anybody should do this, but let's say like you are trying to protect yourself and you have a knife and someone's accosting you, assaulting you or battering you, go for the inner thigh because they're not going to make it.
Look, wait, that ain't have nothing to stop.
No,
stop. No.
We are not telling you how to injure yourself.
For educational purposes only.
No, not even educational. Stop.
It's anatomy.
Look.
No. Because I don't want nobody to go back and be like, because on Four Kings podcast,
bingo.
episode
Hello.
such, he said do this and do this. And no, that is not what we're doing.
Look, what we're saying is that
I heard.
This is just conversations.
So, but I'm gonna tell a story, and then I also gotta give the disclaimer at the end, right? So when we talk about this guy, he was going through a lot. He was losing everything. And again, he was in that age range. He had a daughter. He got fired he was a principal of the school. A situation happened, and they was letting him go. His wife was leaving him. So and then
you don't know what happened at the school?
I can't remember what it was that was happening at the school. I think it was something that was affected. It was his divorce was affecting him and caused him to lose his job at school.
Mm-hmm.
So. And she wasn't letting him see his daughter and everything, and then that was the thing that kind of. So again, you took him away from being a husband, away from being a father. These are the two most
away from providing.
And then he lost his way to provide. So now he, at this point, as a man, he's extremely vulnerable, and this big void is here. So what does he do? He goes to Disney World and jumps off one of the hotels, and that's it. And so the one thing that I can say about this, and then I think he had called people too to say goodbye.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
That's that's
what you want to do because you don't want people to wonder. So whenever you have those thoughts, you want to let everybody know, I love you, and especially a lot of people you want to talk to.
People are still gonna wonder.
Yeah, they're gonna wonder why, but you want them to have some sort of semblance to some sort of memory of a positive thing, especially if you haven't talked to that person in a while. It's literally a thing.
But and again, with men, suicide looks very different from how women, when they are, feeling suicidal. Men look completely normal, and then next thing you know, we off ourselves. I think about Eddie Griffin's story all the time. It to me, I still struggle with that. This dude, so Eddie Griffin, they used to play for the Rockets back in the day. He played for the Nets too.
Train.
He drove on the train. They found liquor in the car. He drove on the train tracks, parked the SUV.
He
waited. And then I'm like, it still messes with me to this day. I'm like, bro.
Eddie Griffin was nice too.
Yeah. He was one of the forthcoming evolution big men that could
post Calvin Cato.
Yeah.
Somebody tell Calvin Cato, we want our money back.
So I'm gonna give it this disclaimer though. It's important as men that we address our mental health, women as well. If you don't know the suicide number is too hard to do, you can text 988, and that's the suicide crisis hotline. You can text them. That way they can text you, they can call you, because everybody might not remember the 1-800 number. You ain't gonna forget 988. So
yeah, and I'll say this, it always gets better. On my 25th birthday, when I was at Langston, I tried to kill myself. It didn't work. I tried the next day again. It didn't work. Only thing I learned was, everybody owe God a death, but you don't necessarily get to decide when it happens. And all I felt was a shame and an embarrassment. And I can say that now and not even be tripping. because that was real shit. Like literally, I tried to kill myself on my 25th birthday.
Damn.
Yeah, it was going, and I felt like life was bad, but they didn't do nothing to get better, and I would not have seen my daughter. And I sometimes I battle with that, but it's like I know for a fact that I am the luckiest man that ever existed, so it's always going to turn out okay. So I just hold on to that.
And this is where it comes with having accountability partners, right? If you know that you are having a dilemma or a difficult time, it's got to be somebody you can call, even if it's not a therapist, if it's a very close friend, or just somebody be able to talk to, right? Somebody, Tamlin said you're not lucky, you're blessed.
Hey Tammy, let me tell you something about my luck now. Some of that stuff that happened to me ain't got nothing to do with Jesus.
So what I will say though is that you really have to be able to have somebody that's gonna have your back. I don't see a therapist. I do a lot of internalizing and reflecting and compartmentalizing. I have been open to see a therapist at times, but it's a lot of people within my circle that know my innermost darkest secrets and things that have kind of troubled me at times. And it helps to, when I can no longer process it internally, to be able to get it out some kind of way. Right. And so,
oh yeah, amen, Tammy, amen. Yeah.
She said, blessed that you are still here.
Yeah, definitely that. Yeah.
I think she said she's blessed that you're still here.
Oh, I love you, baby.
I'm all about coochie therapy.
Your mom is watching.
She know him.
Look,
trust me.
The one thing again, you do what work for you,
right?
But I just feel like the older I got, knocking something off wasn't the move for me. It was
because
like,
even once you finish with that, that is still there.
You still got something to say to somebody.
So,
but women are the best listeners.
Use your words, son.
Women are the best listeners, though. I'm telling you.
It depends.
Coming from a man who don't listen to nothing nobody say. Women are the best listeners.
You talking from
you got to get the right one.
Person. Yeah.
There you go.
Like I tell anybody, it's people that I don't talk to no more. I still hold their inner secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So King Kenji said the hardest thing is to say as a man is you need help or actually talk about it. Shout out to KG for becoming a brother I can reach to.
Oh yeah, for sure, baby.
So and again, you're right. You have to find that correct person.
Mm-hmm.
So
I aspire to be like you when I get
older. Fuck you. What don't have me over here saying?
Look, y'all do that on y'all show.
Thank you. For real. For real.
Jesus.
But
yeah.
I'm just like, and then as far as like I think the biggest thing within the female community, if I had to pinpoint it, would be like the PTSD or the PPD. Postpartum depression, PDD.
Oh, yeah. It's very hard. I can actually speak on it. Like, I dealt with that at 17, and I didn't say anything. I just feel like, to me, I literally remember coming home with my son. I'm sitting there looking at him in the bed, and I just bust out crying. And everybody was like, oh, she's just so happy. I was like, hell no. I am 18. And I can't send this baby back to nobody. This is here with me.
You drop him off at the fire.
No, man.
No, it was just like I was happy to have my son.
I'm sorry.
I was happy to have my son, but it just like really hit me that, oh my God, my life is like really changing. Mm-hmm. And I'm a teen. And then with my second son, that was like the hardest pregnancy ever. And I literally remember being in the hospital. I didn't want to have no interaction with him whatsoever.
That's crazy.
And it was an old black nurse. I wish I can remember her name. She came in there with him in that bed, and I looked at him, and I was like,
it was you.
Wow. She said, I'm going to put this baby right here in this bed. If I come back and he has not moved, I'm calling CPS.
Oh, putting them folks on you.
And she walked out. She said, I'll be back. If he ain't moved, I'm calling. I was like, okay. That boy got the crying. I was like, God damn. I ain't had no choice but to pick him up. But when I picked him up, he looked at me. I looked at him. I was like,
"You was in love."
All right, we was in love. I was in love. I was like, we're gonna thug this out.
Love.
And yeah, but postpartum depression, that shit is for real.
I'll do you one better. So the actual aspect of being pregnant, because the way the hormones get the like, it's real. This real shit. It's been women. Man. It's been women that I know be watching cartoons and start crying.
Yeah.
Damn, cartoons,
man,
bro.
I'm telling you, I was at Luby's.
AT Quest and not putting the folks on them.
Yes, she like for real. And honestly, I owe that lady the biggest thank you. I really do. I cannot remember her name, but once I picked him up, I was like, all right, we're good. We're gonna thug this out.
Yeah.
But I was literally pregnant with him at Luby's, up the stuff in my face, boo-hoo crying. I don't know why.
Is that the one I was talking to on the phone?
Nah, that's my oldest.
I like him. I do. I like him.
Hey, yo.
Hey. Pause.
Trust me, they all different and they own
I wasn't talking. I was just I'm listening.
I throw my phone at you.
It wasn't no,
because I said I like him.
I know, but
I ain't saying
it was the context of what we was talking about, bro. You can let that one slide.
You have to meet all of them. They all different. Chris' favorite one is that's the baby. She's the thug of the bunch.
Yeah. Okay. So King talking about PTSD. Imagine having to fight in the war zone and return back to another war zone with society. Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
So appreciate your service. Yes. But what I was going to touch on with that, right? PTSD doesn't always have to be because you were in a war. Like, again, you can have post-traumatic stress syndrome and disorder associated with a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. And so, like, people experience that if they've ever been involved in a robbery, if they've ever been held up, and all of a sudden now I'm triggered by guns and just the sound of stuff like that.
Well, I feel like that's, and to jump on a segue, I feel like that's the main reason why they have the whole argument right now on the internet, the bed versus the man thing, because some men have caused atrocities to women, in some aspect, and even if it's not directly happened to them, they know a woman who has happened to, and they equate men to danger instead of a bear to danger.
That's wild.
Man, please give me that man. We finna to figure out how we gonna get out these woods. And once we get out, you want my number? Give me your number, because ain't no telling. I might have to call you again one day.
I tell you how we gonna get out these woods. Whoever faster.
That's crazy.
That's how we get up out these woods.
I went and I spoke to a lot of women about this because it really interests me, and I didn't really know how to take it. At first, I was offended. I was like, because I conflated the issue with the man being me as the man. It's like, I'm not in no forest worried about no pussy, bitch. We trapped in this motherfucking forest. I'm trying to get out.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to take a step back and step outside of my own mind frame and be like, okay, let me try some empathy. So I went and asked a couple of women about some things, and I talked to my niece. Shout out to Layla, that's my baby girl. You know what I'm saying? I love her. Talked to my sister. Talked to some of my friends. Talked to some of my coworkers, and I started to formulate my own type of thinking. So I was like, okay, I want to do an experiment because I'm an empirical guy. So let me go out in the world and try some stuff.
Define that real quick.
Empirical means it can be weighed and measured. Okay. So it's like either you can
say that one more time.
It could be weighed and measured.
There you go.
Not because I'm stupid. We got viewers. You feel?
I got you.
I didn't know.
Emotional damage.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it out in the wild. I'm gonna do a small sample scale experiment.
Another one.
So I work in the medical field for the most part. I do installations in different kind of buildings and stuff like that. So usually it's a lot of women who work in the medical field. So every time I got in the elevator with a bunch of women or with any woman, I would take my cart, I would place it in between me and them. I would get in the corner and I would visibly show myself that being afraid to see the interaction. So I did it to 10 different women today. 3 women completely ignored me, said absolutely nothing at all. 7 women were like, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, "Well, I've been accosted by women my entire life, especially when I'm alone. I'm a little wary of you. So I would like to generate some space and create that distance." 6 of the women were utterly offended and were like, "I'm not going to hurt you. Look at me. Look at you. You're bigger than me." And I was like, "They've always been smaller than me, but they've always, ended up getting the best of me." And so then they just one woman kind of teared up. She looked kind of sad. The other kind of women were just like, whatever. One woman in particular was just like, And And she stopped and she looked at me and she had a gleaming light of empathy. And she was like, I don't know what you went through. I don't know what you've been through, but I feel for you. And if me moving to the other side of the elevator makes you feel comfortable, I'll do that for you because it's a short ride. And I'm sorry that happened to you. I hope you have a better day.
Aww.
Yeah, that was beautiful. So I felt like, okay, maybe I need to take that approach because there's women out here who truly feel like, okay, and I don't be on that KG is Sam shit, so you eat a dick. But what I'm saying is the problem that we always as men say is that the women don't have empathy for us in our struggle. So why can't I have empathy for them in their struggle? So if you feel like you're more safe with a bear because you know that bear's going to eat you, but you have no idea what that man's going to do, I'm going to take your word for it and let's work on something so that you cannot feel that way.
That speaks to the fact of, they say you rather deal with the devil that you know rather than dealing with the devil that you don't know. I get it. But at the same time, it's a wide array of crap that a bear could do.
I'm about to say a bear, bro.
Yeah, it's only so much that a man can do.
A bear.
Okay,
that's
it
why
been stories about bears eating assholes out.
I mean that's what they do.
I've never heard those stories.
So
they do. A bear eat you from the asshole, from the rooter to the tutor.
So they'll literally hold you down and start in the middle and go up because that's where all the soft stuff is on most people. So like whenever you have like animals who have defense mechanisms, usually their belly is the softest. So that's why they tell you to.
Wow.
That's why they tell you to lay down and cover up and get in the fetal
yeah.
position and not expose your soft middle because that's where they'll literally hold you down and start there. Like they'll eat out your stomach or they'll start from there and go up.
See, this is why I don't do the woods.
I mean, either. I don't.
National Geographic.
No, thank you.
Right there, boy.
Don't ask me to go camping.
Animal Planet, my shit.
I don't do that.
No,
I don't care if you
Animal Planet, like
especially Shark Week. Y'all don't participate.
I watch from my living room.
Yeah, I love Shark Week.
I'm not going out there with the sharks.
Oh no, I don't mess with big bodies of water. The biggest body of water I get into is a pool, and the highest it's going is 6 feet because I'm 6'1" type. I can stand up in that. I don't mess with big bodies of water. Yeah. You ever seen that? Like how they show like the iceberg on top? It'd be like this big.
Yeah, and the rest of it underneath.
That's
why I don't mess with water. Yeah. Then they've been saying since I was a kid they only explored 15%. The number ain't never changed. So I'm good on that.
They are never gonna reach the bottom. I feel like if they get to the bottom, if they get to the bottom of the ocean, that means y'all about to start messing with stuff y'all ain't got no business.
Bingo.
I'm upset if I don't get a bin. I gotta hit something.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh shit!
At this point, like I understand that people want to see what's on the, what's on Earth and all of that, but some stuff you need to leave alone.
Yeah.
Like how they've been uncovering all these fossils and mummies and
graves.
Why are you throwing out these damn mummies?
Leave it alone.
They froze for a reason.
Yeah.
Leave them alone. Put them back where you got them from.
I said all that to say I think we should all just have more empathy for each other. If someone's generally scared of men, I would like to recommend that they go to therapy because they might be traumatized or something, or stop consuming the certain kind of media that you have.
I was just about to say because social media been pushing this man versus woman shit for like 10 years, and bro, they've been really trying to put us against each other.
Well, the thing is, it's like because it's a valid argument. Like people on both sides have valid arguments, and anytime somebody's telling you how they feel, you can't argue because that's how they feel. If I tell you I feel like this, I'm right. Because this is how I feel. Yeah. You can't tell me how I feel. I don't want
to be in competition with no woman.
Well, they don't know that, and they don't feel that way. They feel like and then some men do because they have the men like, and it's not competition, but like this, I think, no, but this is not.
You want to twerk with sexy red?
Here it comes.
Let me know. I'm sorry.
Here it comes.
You know what's crazy though? More than one person said that because even when Megan Thee Stallion had that dish, she called Drake a baddie. So like this is like a thing. Like people
be poking his lips out and taking pictures and shit.
I mean, let the man do his duck lips, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Drizzy Drake.
No.
And they basically everybody has said that this dude and when he had the Air BBL done, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, BBL Drizzy. But here's the thing, right? Some people are just not comfortable with their body. Like I'm round and shape. I'm literally built like a baby. I don't have no definition. I'm just a big old round.
But we didn't been in shape before though.
Yeah. And like Ross said, you took the easy way out. Yeah. That boy Ross lost like about 100 pounds.
Yeah.
And he did it the hard way. He said he switched up his diet. He was eating on pears.
Took that nigga like 5-10 years to lose him.
But he did though.
He did.
If you
seen him working out.
Yeah.
3 years ago, if you seen a picture of me me at my baby shower, boy, I would look completely different. I was like 289. Yeah,
you did get a little round for me.
Oh, little round. I was super round.
Boy. I was that happy weight.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
I wouldn't say happy weight.
Oh, that was.
It was definitely dad weight.
We had the happiest pregnancy when my co-parent was pregnant. Oh, we was eating and laughing and having a good old time.
Yeah, it was happy weight.
It was happy weight. She eating, I'm eating. We both eating.
Like, technically, it was pregnancy weight.
Thank you.
Yeah, we was happy pregnant.
But yeah.
So.
But back to the diss.
Oh yeah,
I haven't heard it.
So it's wild. So he starts off by just regularly talking to him, just on some regular stuff, and then like he starts to turn up a little bit. And then he just tells you, "I hate the way that you talk, the way that you walk, the way that you dress." He's like, and then he said, "I don't like you saying nigga."
Yeah, that was wild.
You say nigga no more.
But the thing is that there's a video of him talking about Pusha T, and the way he said it, he didn't put the A on it, he put the ER on it, and this is like, hard ER, and this is like, what? How you feel? It was weird for me to hear too. And then he has that whole blackface thing that he did, where he dressed
up. He got that
one
video. He was talking about like how he talked with that man's name and shit. He was saying all that shit ignorant. He was like, he don't know why they talk like that in Canada. It's ignorant.
Yeah. So
he was at a table with like 3 white girls and shit.
Yeah. So it was like you
nothing wrong with white girls. We love all races.
Shout out to Cant, the milkman. That's my guy.
I just feel like this. In certain situations, people are going to change. Especially when it comes to, you having conversations. Like, I remember I used to basically laugh at my mom because I always told her, when you get on the phone, you put on your white voice.
All black mamas do that.
Oh, you talking about? So you think Drake be code switching?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. He do. Absolutely. He plays the both sides when it benefits him.
Yeah.
Like I again, we go back to the disses that have happened, right? The disses he dropping ain't really disses. Just like y'all said, they more like songs.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is dissing, like coming out. Like Kendrick was a diss, J. Cole was a diss. Like
I put it like this. I actually just heard Rose's diss last night, and that was only because I was listening to Apple Music and I was just letting it play, and it came on.
But it was a good song. It was more comical than anything.
It was very good.
It wasn't just like.
But see, I love Rick Ross, so anything.
I like Ross too, but at the same time, I'm a hip hop enthusiast, right? Like that's all I like. I jam hip hop for the 90% of the day.
What's the first diss song you remember?
LL Cool J, I'm bad. I'm bad. Yeah.
First diss song you remember?
So I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Give money. Yeah. First diss you remember?
Give money.
I don't remember.
1996, June 4th. I was riding in the car and they played Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah.
And that blew my on 97.9 The Box. They was going crazy.
Yeah.
And they were just like, it's happening. They played it like 4 or 5 times in a row. I'll never forget that. That was the first time I ever heard that diss. That was crazy. And
I'll take that back though.
What was your first diss?
All them screw tapes. You know, them niggas used to be hitting up the north side hard. They used to hit up the north side hard.
I'm gonna tell you what, it was actually even before. I mean, well, it was all around the same time. Like when Eazy-E and then all them when NWA broke up.
Oh,
Ice Cube, no Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
Oh my God.
I didn't hear no Vaseline until later in life.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was a kid for Hit 'Em Up type shit.
I listened to a lot of Outkast when I was a kid, and like classical music and like rock and roll.
Again, like I said, I'm a hip hop head. I was listening to all that early on.
What's the first CD you ever bought with your money?
Oh, with my money, because my mom had bought me a CD. Yeah, my mom had bought.
Well, give them both to us. Your first CD you ever had and the first CD you ever bought. A tape.
No, the first tape I ever bought was DMX.
Which one?
It's Dark and Hell is Hot. The very first one. And that
changed your life, didn't
it? What?
The first cassette that I ever owned was Raven Simone's That's What Little Girls Are Made Of, because I had a crush on her.
Oh my God.
The first cassette I ever owned was Leaning on the Switch, DJ Screw. The first CD I ever bought with my own money was 2004. Jada Kiss of Death. I went in there to get 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. They were sold out. So I bought Jada Kiss of Death and The Alchemist, Infamous First Infantry. And I bought them hoes back to back for like 3 weeks straight.
I know my mom had bought that Mace album for me.
Oh, the Harlem World.
Yeah.
Well, Harlem World is a classic album.
Yeah.
The first CD I ever bought was Stank on You.
Wait.
The first one I ever bought, I actually snuck and bought it, was Lil Kim Hardcore.
Oh wow!
I had that poster.
Kim had that CD. I think Shantae had that CD too.
That's where I stole the poster from.
And I had bought
poster was sticky to them up. Find that poster right now. It's clear. It's white.
Is this glue on here?
For real.
Man, that was the first CD I ever bought.
Ghetto Fabulous Ghetto Fabulous was the first CD I ever bought.
Okay.
01. You know,
that was a good
like
one.
the I purchased, you know. But yeah, I mean, as far as all the disses go, to me, the like it's three people that had like the best disses ever, and you ain't gonna be able to say nothing else after this. I don't include Eminem in any of it because he dissed everybody, right?
Yeah.
Eminem.
I don't include 50 in it because he dissed everybody.
Yeah.
50 got a whole CD.
Yeah,
they went diamond just dissing one nigga.
Dissing one
whole
CD. And then stole his style.
And stole his style.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
How you make fun of a nigga for singing and rapping?
And then you go singing and rapping. Yeah. But I would
real nigga.
I would definitely include LL. He ended Kumo D's rap career and Big Daddy Kane.
He ain't really
and Cannabis. Yes,
he ruined Cannabis.
Cannabis was no good after that. He tried to diss him on his own track.
First round knockout.
Oh my God.
Cannabis could rap though.
His ass off.
And
except for they was just like that when he was talking about eat a nigga ass like me. That was wild.
That was wild.
That was wild.
That boy said that.
Yeah.
I bet you can't eat a nigga ass like me.
And they all rap, all aggressive in the camera. It was like.
So, I'm gonna say.
Bet I can't, nigga.
I'm gonna say LL. I'm gonna say Cameron.
Which one?
Cameron when he dissed 50. Curtis.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, Cam is a genius, bro. Like when he dissed somebody, he disses.
Yeah.
Like, cause he's dissed Mace before, he's dissed Jay before.
He dissed everybody.
Yeah, but it's only certain people he didn't diss.
Bunch of East Coast niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he ain't never had no beef with nobody else outside of New York.
He dissed the same. He dissed the niggas that was in his crew.
Yeah, that happened before.
Yeah.
But they always make up.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of hard for me to really fuck with them like that. I could never be like say I love somebody then publicly try to humiliate.
Well, I mean, because people got to understand, like rappers are just poets. You know what I'm saying? Who use their poetry to beats, and usually niggas who do poetry are really emotional. Then there's a bunch of emotional niggas, so it's like they feelings hurt, they gonna tell the world about it. There's nothing wrong with that. We demonize that, but it's cool when they do it. But problem when I do it, fuck them.
And another thing, when you see two people in love arguing, going through it, stay out of that shit. Because they gonna remember everything you said when they get back together. You gonna be the problem.
Yeah.
So stay out of that shit.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'm getting right back on that. So it's LL, it's Cameron, and then I'm gonna have to go a tie between Nas and Tupac.
What about T.I.?
What about fuck? He said T.I. What song was he? What?
You don't know me?
I ain't gonna
that whole CD was about
Flip. That's what I'm about to say. He did this.
T.I. went on stage while Flip was backstage and said, "Bring your bitch ass out here, Flip." You know what Flip did? Went to the airport and went home.
Like, how you let somebody come to your city?
The OGs was foul for that because he came down here and he was protected because he paid some money to some other people.
Scarface was wrong.
Yeah, it was wrong.
I told you Scarface was a hoe ass.
He was wrong for that. Like, you know, that's what
Scarface, the king of the South.
You're not supposed to be on that. Like in the city, bro. You're not supposed to let nobody mess with you outside the city. If you in the city, that's crazy. Because now you're making the city look weak. And he put on for the city. Like he really Flip. Everybody want to talk shit about Flip, but Flip did a bunch of amazing things. Everybody used to have a Sunshine Ring song. Yeah, everybody had that. Sunshine ringtone.
I don't know about that.
That song.
Yeah.
I call you my baby good.
Bro, he was the first person. He was the first person to really monetize off of ringtones like that in that major way.
No, he wasn't.
No, I'm saying in that major way.
No, he wasn't.
I'm gonna show you afterwards.
The franchise boy.
No, it wasn't even him.
No, before that.
I'm gonna give y'all one that's gonna just.
Soulja Boy.
Emotional damage.
Who owned Lil Flip's music?
Sony, didn't he?
No, he put his music off Koch. He owned all his music. He made all his money. Yes, he did.
That Game Over.
Game Over album was on Sony.
It's on Sony. Game Over on Sony.
See, now, okay, we're gonna go to the next.
It was published, not owned, and it was distributed through Koch.
I just know it got Sony Music Group at the bottom.
Bingo,
because they're the ones that they help him give it out. But he owned all his music. That's why he made all that money. That's why he was richer than a lot of other people. And
Chameleonaire was richer than all. He's probably the richest.
He made his money off of like tech.
He made his money off tech and investing. He ain't nothing to do with rapping.
But the money that he did make, he had to make it from rapping to invest it though. So I guess that kind of. I don't know.
But to piggyback off of what you were saying,
y'all got more money than me.
To piggyback off what you were saying though about getting in between a man and a woman arguing, there was a debate about that, right? It was like when you see a situation happen between a man and a woman, a lot of men were saying that they just not gonna get involved, and I can understand why a lot of men are saying that they're not gonna get involved for the same fact that you just said. You'll get involved, and now you become a casualty of this, and then they end up getting back together and working it out. You're like, damn. But then at the same time, you're trying to be a stand-up guy and stuff too. You know, you be like,
what's going on though?
If they getting into it, like if they arguing, if it get physical,
I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna walk away from that.
I'm calling the police, bro.
Hello.
I'm calling the police.
I mean, I'm gonna call the police from my car.
I understand the danger that I put myself in this situation, but and this is just me personally. I got a daughter, so it's like if my daughter's getting into it with somebody and I'm not there, I want somebody to intercede. So do on the others.
I understand that, Kay, but hear me out.
In today's society,
not even in today's society, because again, that also goes back to mental health too. People become normalized to the level of trauma that they're experiencing.
Exactly. That might be their relationship.
And that might be their relationship.
Yeah.
So she just be like, I'll be okay. And then,
then that's fine. But I'm gonna tell old dude, hey bro, you shouldn't be on this shit. Like,
and then she tight with you for getting in the middle of it. Now something happened to you from not even paying attention to her.
But I don't do that. Ain't nobody. I ain't put my back on nobody. I'm gonna lecture the young man or older man, and I'm let him know that he's out of line for handling that. I don't care what's going on. You do that in public.
Have you
taking stuff in private and figure it out? If it's a stranger, if there's a woman being accosted by a man in the street, I'm not walking away.
Nobody said you had. So again, you just negated what we said. Ain't nobody said nothing about walking away.
You can stand in the distance, but no.
Depending on where you are on this side of town, the police not coming.
Oh,
you can stand in the distance and be like, hey.
No, the police are
going. But I'm not getting involved.
If you say
your business, bitches.
Bingo.
Nigga, he ain't stop making it when that man George. I stay with mine. And I wish you could outdraw. You better be a trained veteran to outshoot me.
So it's two.
But
instances.
I ain't on no gangster shit on shooting.
It's two instances I'm gonna name, right? So the first thing that I'm gonna say, right, is that have you ever been how many times have we heard this happen, right? A man get involved in a domestic dispute, and then she turn around and get her ass beat behind you getting involved.
Mm-hmm.
Like she gonna be like, you gonna make it bigger than what it is.
Right.
We've heard that. We've seen it.
But you're not gonna do that in front of me though.
But once they get away from you, they get away from you, they're in the car or they're home.
Yeah.
Now he's even more enraged because of how she was acting. She was yelling, she was asking for help, she was screaming. You basically drew attention to it. Even though I was putting my hands on you in public.
That's wild.
You should have just been quiet.
I can only protect my tribe.
Look. Calling the police I
gotta be here to protect my tribe. I gotta be here tomorrow to be able to do that shit.
And I feel that, but
they've statistically proven the best response for that is to call the police, bro. And the police do come when it's a domestic matter. They gonna come out there, diffuse the whole situation.
I could diffuse it right there.
No,
it's not for you to do.
I got the talk no jutsu. So that's the problem.
If I'm walking down the street, and then some nigga ride back and knock a whole woman out, I'm on his ass.
Yeah.
Because I ain't got to worry about her no more. She on the ground sleep anyway.
Yeah.
So all I'm thinking about is getting on his dog ass. But if I'm walking down the street and I see nose to nose arguing, man, that's probably what they do.
I would say if I'm in the vicinity, I'm gonna be like, hey, Cut that out.
That's probably what
y'all got going on. And I'm gonna go about my business.
That's fine. Yeah, but go on about your business. Don't get
I'm not
involved.
gonna interject.
But it's not gonna
separate him. If he's grabbing on her and roughing her up, hey, dude, stop. First of all, that's you're committing battery. You're gonna go to jail. Stop.
Yeah, but again,
second of all,
you have to have somebody to press charges too.
Right.
How many
the
times
state to pick up the charges?
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Thank you.
I got a partner right now. The woman dropped the charges and they're like, nope, we want you.
But a lot of times they look at the evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's enough physical evidence, they don't need her to testify.
Mm-hmm.
They got the physical evidence to say, "Oh, here we go."
We can put another nigga in jail. Why not?
Because if it's a pattern of that happening between them, they'll probably pick up the charges. But they're also going to look at her to see how many times have you called us out here only to say, I don't want to press the charges, or you let us take him and then you come and you bail his ass out.
Yep.
I just don't want people to hit on each other. I think that shit weird. Just don't do that. Especially.
But you got to think about some people. That's how some people show they love.
Exactly. That's weird. That's weird. That's how they do it.
You know,
like there's literally some women that's out here that believe if he not hitting me, he don't love me.
So I was reading an article today. I was reading an article today, right? And in the article, it was saying how. In the article, it was saying about the problems that women who have fatherless upbringings, how they long for that type of attention when they get involved with somebody. When you don't have an active father figure that's present, or you have a messed up one that's present, your perception of what a man looks like or how he treats a woman is skewed.
Very.
But then not only doesn't only skew that perception, but it now skews the perception of how you interact with men too. Because see, if you had that strong female in the household and she's running everything, and some man is in the equation, but yet she's so strong-willed to where and as a man, I cower back and let you handle the situation. You're now learning these behaviors like boom. And then that's what, again, it plays a psychological effect on how you interact with men. So now it really attributes to some of the issues that we currently talk about from podcast to podcast, from platform to platform, to different venues, about how there's such a disparity and a disconnect with men and women because women don't like being corrected. This is why you don't have some. If you saw a healthy exchange between a man and a woman, you would understand there's only a certain level that y'all should be going to, and after that, you go this way. Because when you come to a certain point, there's going to be an impasse.
Right.
We don't need to continue to go back and forth, because if you swing at me, we know what the outcome is going to be.
Not talking about 10 here.
What?
9 times out of 10, you know, I know some women that got some that drop that thing on here.
So okay, so I'll speak for me in my backsliding days. I'll say that
backslide
in my backsliding days, because I have grown. I'm so proud of my
shakers.
Growth. No, but yeah, those was yeah. So in the relationship that I was in, it was, the term that's used now is toxic. It was very toxic. And I was the type to where if you put your hands on me, I'm going to put my hands on you. Like I'm not going to be the only one leaving out of here with a bruise. So the whole situation was because of a dog. The dog snapped at my foot and I felt the tooth hit my foot. So I kind of like did my foot like this. Why did I do that? He went smooth off on me. Oh, you kicked my dog. Da, 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 da. Next thing you know, he was in my face. And I'm the type to where, and I tell anybody, do not get in my face because I black out. Don't do it. So he was in my face. I blacked out. He swung and I did like that. And I swung and bust him in the mouth.
So first of all, we're not condoning.
Being abusive.
Domestic violence.
Don't. Keep your hands to yourself.
And I'm going to say that, keep your hands to yourself. And as a man, if you try to strike a woman first, I can understand.
It was a whole situation. I ain't even gonna lie. We tore that living room up. I left out that house without my ponytail, okay?
Not the summertime ponytail.
Man, that was back in the day where the girls was wrapping the ponytail with the bobby pins. I left the house without the ponytail.
Yeah.
But I learned from those situations to the point where I was like, okay, I had to learn my triggers and how to calm myself down. Because I started to realize when I black out.
Right.
And it takes a lot to calm me down. So it was best that I did what I did and I left the situation. Now I know. Keep my hands to myself.
Only thing I wouldn't do is call the police. I just can't call the police on nobody.
I never.
I just don't trust the police. You see a bad situation, call the police. They get there and it get worse type shit.
Yeah.
I don't trust the police.
I've seen
different things.
I've seen a robbery being committed, and I called the police and I let them know there was a robbery being committed. These dudes are breaking into this lady's car. And they slid down. They asked me what the license plate looked like,
right?
And they found them. You know what I'm saying? These meth heads were stealing from this black lady. I ain't like that.
So you've shown that you can exercise calling the police.
But see, the thing is that I was
you didn't get out there and act like Batman.
That is called vigilantism, and I'm not a vigilante now. If I was to interject myself in the situation, here's the thing, right? Outside of me, Melvin, Kevin, like Jarvis, Nathan, Nick,
I think Jarvis can hold his own,
and Marion, like those are only boys. Everybody else in my family is a girl, so I have nothing. We're outnumbered like 5-1, and I got my sister got a girl, my brother got 2 girls, I got 1 girl, Melvin got girls. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say your number. Melvin got girls.
I got 3 girls and possibly a boy. I got kids, baby. I'm out here. That's what we here to do. Reproduce. Our reproduces. Goddamn me. I'm put this thing to work.
Oh my Jesus.
Not the 3 in the pot playing spades.
I got. You know how many chances of millions of dollars I got to come up on? One of these kids is gonna be something.
One of these kids is gonna hit.
Gonna be something. And I'm gonna be able to retire early. Oh, but that's not what we talking about.
I'm about to say, don't be putting that on the kids.
And then so for my daughter, I'm her hero, right? But for most women, I'm what they call an H blow. He be looking out. That's it. I be looking out. I'm gonna be a hero to my daughter. H blow. He be looking out. That's what I am. It's a hero, an H blow, and a trick. That's the only kind of 3 men you could be. You could be a trick, you could be a hero, or you could be an H blow. That's it.
I mean, for me, like I tell any man that has a daughter, just watch what you do in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are the first man that she's going to love. She's going to look to you as to how I should be treated once I'm older.
Yep.
So if she sees you mistreating her mom or any woman or women, in her mind, that's how she's supposed to be treated.
Yep.
And I'm not one to like I have a daughter of my own. I tell my daughter every day she's beautiful. And it's not for her to be conceited. It's the simple fact that I don't ever want her to get to the point to where a boy comes and tell her
she's beautiful,
and then, she just melts.
Yeah.
No, like I want you to already know that you're beautiful. I want you to know your worth. And I even tell her brothers, because she's the only girl. She got 3 brothers. She's the only girl. I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. When the doctor said it was a girl, I was done. But I tell them at the same time, you have to watch what you do in front of your sister on how you treat your girlfriends. Even though she's aggressive. I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody's gonna meet my child. You know, I'm not with my co-parent, and I'm not seriously dating anybody at all. And I don't think I ever will. I don't think I want that. I've lived that life. I've dedicated myself to that one person before. It didn't work out. I think I'm good. You know, fool me once. But nothing against marriage. I honor marriage. I think marriage is a beautiful thing, and I would love for other people to get married in that way. I've done that. I've lived that life, and I'm just gonna raise my daughter. Go have fun here every once in a while. Not in front of my baby girl. And
everybody does not need to meet your child.
Yeah,
they don't deserve to meet your child. But furthermore, I don't. At this point, I don't care if y'all get married. Y'all get married. Women, stop telling these your kids that's they uncle.
Look at
that is not what it is. Because that confuses the kids, especially if they little. Like, why is my uncle in the bed with my mama?
Because we be having sleepovers and shit.
Like, stop doing that.
we play. Remember Speed? Card
Nah,
game. We play Speed in the bed.
Nah,
that's what all that slapping be.
Telling that to them kids.
I declare,
all that slapping you be in, they be slapping cars, man.
Stop telling them kids that's their uncle.
I'm Uncle Mill.
Man, stop telling these kids, oh yeah, that's your aunt such and such. Man, that is not your auntie. That's who your mama or your daddy messing with at the current time.
I'm Uncle Mill, man. Don't be trying to
ruin
it.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Click the link in the bio. Buy these tickets. Come kick it with
tickets,
us,
man.
Y'all better get them while they $40.
Get them while they 40, because once they go to 50, you're gonna be talking about, oh, I ain't got you got 40. Go on, spend that 40 right now, man.
If you ain't got it right now, you can do it through PayPal and pay it in 4 installments.
We sure appreciate y'all tuning in with us tonight. KG, Chris, Jamie, we about this thing, man.